Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Welcome back to another exciting conversation here on Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm joined with the founder, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, she is the founder of this incredible platform, an organization that is making a difference in the world. And you know, one of the things I like about Build Your Best Life, it is a need. Oh my goodness. And she has created a platform that is a response to a need, not only a national need, but a global need. Coach Deborah, thank you for all that you do. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, thank you so much. I am doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Anytime I'm connected with Build Your Best Life and doing something connected with that, I am over the moon.
That is so awesome. So you're there in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm here in Dallas, Texas. And then there is the Bahamas audience that listens to you, Jamaica and Canada. I mean, people all over the place are listening to Build Your Best Life. Yes. Quickly tell our viewing audience what inspired you to start this platform.
Oh, my inspiration came from a purpose that I have, and that is because I have this deep passion for our young men. Yeah. Our young men, a lot of times they feel like they are pushed back further and further and further because society says you are less than, you can't do this, you can't do that. And our young men, that's our future. So we need them to be at 100. So we need to build within them that confidence so that they can get out there and let everybody know this is who I am. Yeah. I am intelligent. I have skills. I have a purpose. I'm a go-getter, and they can get it done. But sometimes they need help to get things done. They need those skills, those things that maybe they didn't have someone in their lives to teach them. So they need someone to help them so they can build their best lives.
You know, you say that, and I'm thinking about years ago, there was a strong movement, develop, raise, train, equip young men. They were the driving force to a village, a community, a city, a nation, the world. It was all sort of manpower. Then there was a shift that went to why is our girls so suppressed, and why aren't girls leading, and why aren't girls becoming managers and CEOs and entrepreneurs? And so I think the last 25 years you saw this great movement, and I endorse the movement that encouraged women to do well. And hats off to all of those women who have went out there and blazed a trail and accepted the challenge. But boy, I believe in the last decade, the concept of raising and challenging and inspiring young men have become a side burner, if not a secondary idea, if it's even an idea. What are your thoughts on the fact that we live in a day now? I know you're in Jacksonville, I'm here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Very rarely do I hear about initiatives, programs geared towards the development of boys outside of sports.
Right. And it's the same here. And it's just sad, you know, that you don't hear about those programs. You know, back in the day, we had programs where in school they could start getting the tips on being mechanics and those type things. Get a trade, because, you know, we face it, everyone does not want to attend college. Everybody's not built for college. But there are wonderful trades that they can learn as well. But a lot of those programs have been cut out. Nobody's thinking about those. And somebody needs to step up and say, hey, wait a minute. You know, because not only, you know, some people say, well, you're a female, why are you pushing males? Well, I have 3 adult sons and an adult daughter. So I want my sons to be the best that they can be, as well as my daughter. But for our men, we want them to double it up. And so we have our females out there. I think about the movie where, you know, this lady, she's been driving, and she's been CFO and COO. And she tells this guy, he says, well, so you act like you don't need me. And she says, well, I don't. But she was just so thriving that she forgot all about the family unit. And the family unit is important. And we want our young men to be able to take care of that family, show that family respect, know how to raise those children, not with force and, you know, physically, but encouraging them, letting them know that they love them. But they have to be able to take care of themselves so they can be 100 for a family in the future.
I so agree with you. I so agree with you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're talking about Build Your Best Life, an organization that is committed to helping young men to become distinguished. In addition, one of its purpose also is to help mothers with sons. Let's talk about that. You know, when we look at statistics, so many mothers found themselves having to raise their boys alone. And it's extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult for a woman to raise a boy to become a man. Some people go as far as to say it's impossible. So with that said, I know Brady Robinson, one of our good friends. She's a friend of this platform. Brady has a son who she is doing exceptionally well in training and raising him up, because one of the things Brady believes in is having a healthy support system. Let's talk about that, having a support system. And Build Your Best Life serves as a support system. When you're done having the women talk together about raising sons, when you have the men come to talk about having been sons and raising sons, when you're done with your conferences and your various guests, this is a valuable support system. Talk about the critical need for a support system when single mothers find themselves raising a child, or a boy more specifically.
Well, that is a great question. That is so crucial because, you know, I don't know if everyone knows or if they were here last week, but 1 out of 5 children under the age of 18 are being raised by a single parent, and then 80% of those are being raised by single mothers. So you have the mothers, and we, as I was a single mother, you have skills, you have knowledge, but most of what we're built for is the nurturing piece. And we can teach them certain things like respect and ethics and how to be able to take care of themselves. But you can't watch them 24/7. And even Sometimes you may have a male figure in the house. He's present, but he's not present. So you need that village.
Mm-hmm.
You need that coach. So yes, you may take them out there and getting them to think, yes, I want you to play football, I want you to play baseball, but you want them to pick up some of those things that a male can teach them. That neighbor, don't be that kind of parent where you don't want anybody to tell your child when they're doing wrong. You're not home and they see your child doing something wrong. They should be able to step up. We have a lot of churches now. They have youth pastors and youth ministers. That is a great asset. They can speak into the lives of these young men. So it takes a village. Yeah. It takes a huge village because everybody brings something different to the table. And all those pieces fit together into building that best life.
So good. So good. Listen, you have built this platform around a few services that you offer. In an individual's commitment to following this platform, what are some of the services one can lean on to know that it is going to show up? Because one of the things I got to give you hats off for is you show up, okay? You show up. Hats off to you, man. You show up. I mean, like clockwork. And, I tell people a lot. I've tried to build this into my lifestyle, and that is when the dust settles, I'll still be here. Well, let me tell you something. When the dust settles, Coach Deborah Smith will still be here because she's like, Chip. What are the services that people can depend on? What are the events and activities that you've built into this platform that serves your audience? And tell us a little bit about those different types, how they differ.
Okay. Well, as Coach said, there are several different things because everybody is different. What entices someone else to listen is different for the next person. So I do several things. I have Monday through Friday, I do 3 posts each day. It was with a variety of information. I have encouragement for our mothers with sons. I have encouraging tips for the young men. I do include scriptures in there. We know the word of God is there to support and help. That is a building block that we all need. Then I have guests throughout the week, but especially on Tuesdays, I always have a guest in because, as I stated earlier, you need that village. Yeah. And you have people that have different expertise. I have some, but I don't have them all. I don't know it all, but I do know some people. I have a village. I have a community of people that have partnered with me, like Coach Ricardo, like Brady Robinson. Brady is a financial wizard, but she comes on and she teaches about finances, and she is wonderful with that. We have someone that can tell you about your words. Sometimes we have tempers and we just fly off the handle and say something. Have somebody to tell you about that. So all of those things are in the post, and those are on Instagram, Facebook. I do 3 live broadcasts each week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. On second Saturdays, we have conversation with the guys. And as I stated, mothers can't tell a young man what she doesn't know. And we don't know how a man is built and things that they think or whatever, but we have 5 guys that are on once a month. And if you have not tuned in to Conversation with the Guys on second Saturdays, don't wait till the next second Saturday. Go to YouTube and Facebook and look them up. They are tremendous. They are valuable tips. So we have that information. I do a blog that will give you information. But I am a life coach. So I do consultations. Young men, I know they don't have a lot of money. They may say, well, I would like to talk to her, but I don't have, hey, hit me up. You don't know how God's going to bless you. But I do consultations to hear you, to listen to you, to see where you are, to see how I can assist you. Yeah. And if I feel like I can't, I'll let you know that. And then I do coaching. So if, we talk and say, hey, you would benefit from working with me for 6 months, a year, or whatever, then we'll have those weekly sessions where we talk and we grow and you learn. and you come out better and better and better than you were.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm a speaker, so I do webinar speaking as well as speaking detention centers, different conferences. So we have a host of things that will benefit our young men as well as our mothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you're learning more about Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm joined with the founder of this incredible organization. And one of the things is we wanted to stop by and let you know, one, what Build Your Best Life is about. Two, what's coming up next for Build Your Best Life. And that's the part where we are right now. Coach Deborah, talk to us about some of your events. You have a virtual event that's really fast approaching, and then there are a couple others that's later this year. Talk to us about those.
Okay, well, we have 4 major events each year. It's our Mothers with Sons seminar, our Fathers and Men and Boys Conference, Educational Symposium, and our Grateful Conference. But fast approaching is that Mothers with Sons seminar. I cannot wait. We have some dynamic speakers, and I know I say that every year, but I cannot believe this is our 5th. I don't know why I was thinking it was the 4th, but this is the 5th annual virtual seminar. And this year we have people, again, from around the world. We have some great speakers. We have Pastor Angela Marks will be coming from the north. Then we have, she's going to be on, the conference runs from Monday, May 6th to Thursday, May the 9th. And Pastor Marks will be that Monday. On Tuesday, the 8th, we're going to the Bahamas with Pastor Shaniqua Davis. And she is awesome. She's been on Build Your Best Life before. And then you in for a treat that I mentioned earlier. On Wednesday, the 8th, we're going to have Brady Robinson of Robinson's Financial Empowerment Center. Hey, be ready. That's all I got to say. And then we are blessed with a young lady. She's worked, I know, with Coach for years, and she is here in the Jacksonville area. Pastor Rosemary Winbush is going to end it all for us on Thursday, the 9th. But mark your calendars. And if you can't remember, go to my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. And the dates and the speakers are already out there.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in ministry for more than 25 years. And one of the things I do know is ministry costs. Okay, it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you to have a digital space like what Coach Deborah has. It's going to cost to be able to have a website, to be able to produce a book. It's going to cost to have graphics produced. It's going to cost, man, listen, to talk to young men in detention centers and try to host various events, then to have speakers come and try to figure out creative ways to be a blessing to them. Can I say to you, it's going to cost? Well, tonight, this is our monthly fundraising night. Yep, you heard me correctly. We challenge those of you that love this platform to serve as an ambassador, as a representative of one who believes in this platform. You have leaned in enough to hear truths that have liberated you, that has helped you as a mother, that has helped you as a parent, that's now helping your child. You've turned your teenager boy to start watching this platform, and you're encouraging your husband to lean in and listen to the conversation with the guys. I want to challenge you tonight. I want to challenge you to say, I want to become a financial partner with Build Your Best Life. You heard me correctly, a financial partner. Please know, there is so much more on Coach Deborah's heart to do with this platform. I believe she would love every young man in the world to have a copy of her book. I believe that every time she speaks, every person in the audience should have a copy of her book. She has a mantra. She's giving them out to young people all over the place. She would like to have virtual platform services just literally being streamed around the world and possibly in different languages. But guess how that's going to happen? Through faithful financial support of those who believe in the vision. Here's one of the things I learned years ago. When God gives you vision, he also gives you provision. When provision comes, it all oftentimes comes directly through people. So somebody said, well, you all need to pray to God for a favor to have the finances for this platform. And I'm here today to tell you, we pray. And you know what I've discovered? God uses people to channel funding necessary for work to be done in the earth. Now, with that said, there is often creative ways a person can give, and it don't have to be equal to anyone else, but according to what you can give. Coach Deborah, talk to us a little bit about giving opportunities and how people can do that with Build Your Best Life.
Of course. Well, one way is to be a partner. You see, how can I be a partner? Well, you can say, hey, monthly, I'm going to support Build Your Best Life. I can't afford to do it all in one lump sum. So every month I'm going to partner with them. I'm going to partner $25 a month. I'm going to partner $50 a month, but I want to be a partner. So that's one way. Another way is to fund. I give a donation toward each one of the major events that we have each year. Like we have the Mothers with Sons seminar coming up. That's going to cost it's going to cost $1,706. So I'm working on that. So you may want to say, hey, I think that's a worthy cause. I want to give to that event, or I want to give to the educational symposium. So you can give in that manner. Or you can say, hey, this is the way we do it in our house. We'll give you a one-time gift of $100, $300, whatever. But those are some of the ways that you can assist us and help us. And you can do that with PayPal, Cash App. You can, send it to me via mail if you want to do that. I can give you the email address. But those are the ways that you can assist Build Best Life, along with praying for us.
So good. So good. So ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard some of the ways you can give. In addition, I want you to know, when you think about Build Your Best Life, the book, you could say, hey, I want to buy 50 of those books. Coach Deborah, how much is 50 going to cost, so that you can have them on hand to be able to bless some of these young men? Sometimes you go to church and you see a young man trying to make his way forward to do something with his life. But, the Bible says, as a person thinks, so is he. And so a book helps to transform a person's mind.
Yes.
Okay? Let me say it again. A book helps to transform a person's mind. And that's the reason why that book was written. You may look at her website and you say, you know what? It costs us to have a website. Let me find out from Coach Deborah, how much does it cost to run that website? I'm going to pay for it for the entire year. There's a budget. I love the fact that you know what it's going to cost to have the virtual conference and the seminars and so forth. So you mentioned the cost for the seminar. Somebody may say, hey, God's blessed me and I want to sow into this platform. I like this particular event that you have. What does it cost? I want to pay. I want to be the one to bless you with the money that's going to cover the cost. Now, what most people don't know, Coach Deborah, is that you are a nonprofit registered organization with the United States government. In other words, you're a 501c3. Talk to us a little bit about that, because people don't know. They'll get a tax exemption letter that they can use, and it ends up turning out to be a blessing for them. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, you definitely, as you stated, a lot of people don't know that. But yes, there is a process to go through. People do it different ways. I always try to do things the correct way. So I have the filings and everything with the state and with the United States as well. So I am an official 501c3. So any donation that you give at the end of the year, you will get a statement from Build Your Best Life, which you are able to use for tax purposes. Because those donations are tax deductible.
So good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. And let me tell you something. I believe in this platform. I've been doing ministry, as I mentioned earlier, for 25 years. And I love this platform. That's one of the reasons why I give my time, my talent, my treasures. And I want to challenge you to understand that when you see something like this, as I mentioned, when the dust settles, Coach Deborah will still be here. Let me tell you something. You can continuously exist in the earth today without putting out some money. Okay?
That's
Let me tell
right.
you something. You cannot continuously show up without putting out some money. But here's the deal. You can continue to upgrade. You can continue to expand. You can continue to provide certain services, because if you don't pay, you don't play. Okay, you get booed out, man. If you don't pay for the website, it's dropped off the internet. If you don't pay for StreamYard, they block you out. Okay, if you don't pay the publishing company, they don't send you no books. You know, and here's what I know. Let me say this. Let me say this as one who have done this for so long. I'm so grateful, Coach Deborah, for those who capture the vision and says, you know what? I like what she's doing. I'm going to do $25 a month. You know why I'm going to do $25 a month? It takes courage. It takes commitment. It takes a level of discipline and study. You got to go out there and research. You were talking about some statistics earlier. People, I didn't know. Well, you'll get to know when you hook up with Build Your Best Life, because this platform is well-rounded to make sure you know. But for us to know, and for this platform to keep providing you with the information that you need to know in regards to raising boys. Some of you, you're grandparents, and you love this platform, and you say, I'm praying for my grandson. Sow a seed on a monthly basis to say, I'm going to help this platform. And as I'm sowing it into this platform, I'm going to believe God to bring me back a return in seeing my grandson or grandsons doing well, because I didn't only try to raise them well and influence them, but I also sowed the seed into helping others elsewhere through this platform. Lastly, I'm going to say this, okay? Remember, whenever God calls a person to do a work, he also calls a support group to support that person. Some of you have been watching Build Your Best Life for a while, and you have been wondering, how is she doing this? It's taking time. It's taking skill set that she had to acquire, and it's taking money. Now, here's what I know. If more people partner with her, more she can do to reach young men. Let me say it again. The more people partner with Build Your Best Life, the more Build Your Best Life will be able to do. So I want to challenge you. Pray about becoming a monthly partner. I heard of $25 a month, $50 a month, maybe $100 a month. According to what you have that God's blessed you with, that you can find reasonably to sow that. In addition, you say, hey, I don't want to do a monthly, but what I want to do is I want to fund one of those initiatives. I like the correctional program where boys in the correctional system is books. So Coach Deborah, the next time you go, I'm going to pay for 50 books to be given out to those boys. No expense.
Yes.
That's good stuff there. That's good stuff. Oh, the next time you speak to a class and the class has 30 kids, I want you to be able to go in that class, Coach Deborah, and give all 30 of those kids a copy of your book. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, that's her heart, but it also should be your heart to know that it shouldn't come from her pocket. When she's written the book, she has been carrying the book, and now she has to distribute the book. Somebody ought to pay for the book. Hello. Somebody ought to pay for the book. That's all I'm saying. I'm a friend. I'm a board member. I believe in the services of Build Your Best Life. Coach Deborah, before we leave, challenge our viewing audience. Let them know your heart and remind them you exist because God first and foremost called you to do this. But then you also now have people encouraging you to continue to do this by supporting you. So challenge others to support.
Please, please, please step up. You know, like I said, this is a purpose that God placed on my life, and I'm doing it because it is my passion. When I close each day, I say, Build Your Best Life is our business. It's not a slogan, it's our commitment. And that is coming from my heart. My sons are grown. 48, 42, 32. Yeah. But I want your child to be able to come up in the earth and be the man that God wants them to be. Whether they slipped and made a mistake, they need to understand that they can overcome obstacles to build their best lives, but they need to be equipped to do that. So I need you to partner with us to assist a young man. Don't see a young man on the corner and pass by and say, look at him.
Yeah.
No, so you know what? I heard Build Your Best Life. That lady, what's her name? Coach something. But she happened. Let me find her information. I know I can find her on Facebook, YouTube, and let me give her a donation because she is reaching out to assist them. We got to get together as a team, as a community, and pull our young men up where they belong to assist. You may have a daughter. You may say, I want to have a son, but you have a daughter. And what type of man do you want your daughter to marry?
Yeah.
The kind that I'm trying to help build their best lives. So please partner with us. Just please. I'm getting emotional. Please, please, please.
I love it. I love your passion. I love your commitment. I love what you've been doing. And I'm so honored to be a part of this organization in so many little small ways. It's an honor. I salute you on so many levels because I think about what you put into this platform and how valuable it is to the world. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Thursday night live talk with Coach Deborah, the founder of Build Your Best Life, challenging you and reminding you that a platform like this only exists because of the faithful free will gift of friends like you. Please continue to support Build Your Best Life and share. That's another way to support. When you see these lives, make sure you share them on your Facebook page, share your YouTube videos with WhatsApp groups, share it in an email. Just remind people, boy, listen, the scripture says the truth will set you free. One nugget, one principle from one of these sessions can change what was generationally holding down a person's family for decades. Okay? Something could shift just because someone took heed and shared a live session, shared one of the recorded sessions with a son, with a mother, with a grandfather, and say, you need to listen to this. And something broke. God used that, and that's why this platform exists. So, Coach Deborah, until next time, we want to remind our viewing audience, this platform is here and is here to stay. Tell our viewing audience as we close out some of your recorded session times when we go live so they can plan accordingly and they can watch those sessions. Please do.
Okay. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we go live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Saturday, we have what we call Real Talk with Deborah and Anastasia. Real topics, real people, real talk. Okay. So that's going to be 9:30 a.m. this coming Saturday. So tune in. I love you all.
Love you all, guys. Have a great night. Don't forget, share this with someone and connect with Coach Deborah's office today and say, I want to become a partner.
Be blessed.
God bless you.